Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to join granny squares with the mattress stitch. So we're going to be using traditional granny squares as well as the solid granny square. For this joining method you're going to need your scissors, your darning needle and your yarn of choice. Now normally with the mattress stitch you'll choose a colour that doesn't stand out because you don't want it to be seen. But in this instance, I'm going to use a colour that you can see so that you can understand how the mattress stitch is created. Beginning with the squares laid out in the order that you want to join them and your yarn on your needle. I'm going to move those two aside and turn these onto an angle. Before you begin, just have a little look at some of the stitch anatomy that we have here. Pick up your square. Now on the last round, pop your needle under the little stitch on the top of this double crochet, okay? You'll find it on the same as the half double crochet or the single crochet as well. You'll see that this little stitch looks like a V. It points down to the center here. We're going to be working into the center of that V, and then we're going to pop our needle up and out through the center of the next V ahead, okay? And then we're going to alternate side by side. So to begin with, we need to find the chain 1 of the corner. So once you've found that, pop your needle into the V behind that one so you can come up into the chain 1 corner to start with. Like so. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Popping it in and coming up through the chain 1 stitch. Now back over to the white square. We're going to work into the next little space that hasn't been worked in. Needle in the center and then coming up in the middle of the next one along. Over to the green square. Pop your needle into the top of that stitch and out on the stitch ahead. White square, in and out. Green square, in and out. So once you get used to doing this, don't worry about tightening them just yet. You can pick your squares up and do it from above. You can actually see a bit better and things will get faster as well. So in and out, over to the other square, in and out. In and out. In and out. Okay, I'm going to go along and meet you back at the end. I'm near to the end of the squares. I just need to work into this chain 1 for the corner. So popping my needle in and out, and the same on the other side. In and out. Now all we need to do is gently pull on both ends of the yarn. There we go. And the stitches will be drawn in. Pull on it enough so that you can no longer see the yarn that you've used to join your squares. There we go. One tiny little one on the back. That is pretty darn good. Okay, so let's move on to the other side. I'm going to take some yarn just so I've got enough. Now bringing these squares into play. We need to start on this left hand side one because we finished on the right. Picking that up, finding your chain 1 for the corner. Work into the little V behind that chain 1 and come up through that corner chain 1. Now doing the same with the other square, finding the chain 1, going in and coming up. There we go. Working into the green, working into the pink. Into the green and into the pink. Now I'm going to pick these squares up and work them this way. So into the green, into the pink, green and pink. I'll head off now and finish off this square and meet you at the end. These ones finished nicely into that little corner chain 1. So you can take your needle off your yarn and we will gently tug on your joining yarn to make your squares come in nice and close to each other. And the goal is not to see much or any of your joining yarn. This is what it looks like from the back. It's neat as a pin. I really like it. I've not done the mattress join before, but I am going to be doing it again now. So we'll turn our work, grab some more yarn, pop it on your needle and get going on this side. Finding this little chain 1 on the corner, pop your needle in and out. Then on the other side to get going, finding that little chain 1, needle in the V that's before it and out. Over to the green side, needle in and out. Pink side, needle in and out. Green side and pink side. We can pick up our work. Green side and pink side. I'm going to head off and I'm going to meet you at the corner to show you what to do. Now, because we've joined in one direction, the corner work might be a little bit different this time. Now, I've worked my way up to the corner junction and I've only got 1 stitch left from that chain 1 in the corner. So what I'm going to do is just 1 stitch in each. So I'm going to pop my needle up through the chain 1 stitch and then from the bottom up into the chain 1 stitch on the other square. Now I'm going to send my needle down and through the bottom of the chain 1 stitch on the white square. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the green. Find that one there. Now we can get restarted on our mattress join. Popping your needle in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Holding these together. In and out. In and out. I'm going to head off now and I'll meet up with you at the end of this row. At the end here I only have 1 stitch left which is that little chain 1 stitch in the corner. So I'm going to pop my needle into the V beforehand, even though that's already been worked into, just so we can finish it off nicely. Taking your needle off your work, I am just going to tighten our first direction, and now tighten our second. There we go. That is looking fantastic. I really like it. If we had yarn that was in the colours that we've used in the squares, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. There's a few tiny little flecks, but you know what? I don't mind that at all. I think it looks fantastic. So that's how we do the mattress stitch on the traditional granny squares. Now we'll do the mattress stitch on these 2 solid granny squares. Same thing with yarn on your needle. I'm turning my work on its side. I'm now going to look for that corner stitch, which is right here. I'm going to pop my needle into the corner stitch and come up and out of the next. Having a good look here, seeing which stitch is your corner one, and pop your needle in and up through the next little V. Over to the green side, and now over to the pink. Sometimes it's a bit tricky seeing which stitch has actually been worked into, but take a good look and you'll get there. In and out, in and out. Now we can pick up these squares and start working them alongside each other. In and out. In and out. I'm going to leave you here and meet up with you at the end. Now there's more stitches in this pink square than there is in this other one. So what I'm having to do is on the green side, double up some of the stitches. So I will enter into the little V that's already got a stitch in it and come out of the one that hasn't, just so I can make the sides equal. Hang on, so the pink one is all fine. And now the green one again, I'm going to have to double up and then go into the little corner chain one. And there we're done. Okay, gently tugging on our yarn ends. This is what we come up with. And that looks fabulous. I'm really liking this invisible look finish. The back and the front. Well, mattress stitch, I really like you a lot. There is a reason why I've shown you the mattress stitch today. It's because one of the friends of our channel has put up the most gorgeous blanket that she made from these granny squares, and she used the mattress stitch to join them. So the next video that I'm putting up is going to show you how Myra made her granny square blanket, and I'll talk you through it from start to finish. So I wanted to have the mattress stitch here and ready for you to use, because that is what she used when joining her granny squares. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in that video. That one will be coming up next. I can't wait to see you then. Okay, bye for now.